Governor Anne Waiguru has been among the key political leaders in Central Region who accepted, defended, and embraced the handshake between President Uhuru Kenyatta and the ODM leader Raila Odinga. And for the past time, she has been among also those people who have been championing for the Building Bridges initiative, an agenda that was brought out by these two leaders in the country. And yesterday, the governor made her way to Raila Odinga's home in Karen in company of Wajir County MP Fatuma Gedi. But before we break down into the video, you might be watching me for the first time and you have not yet subscribed. Consider using this time to subscribe so that anytime we produce a video, you will always notified. And to everyone who have subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing, because anytime you subscribe, you are allowing us to reach more people outside there. We also have a membership on this channel, and you can join this membership with as little as $1 you become a member. And I must use this opportunity to thank each and everyone who have joined that membership. Thank you so much for every resource that you are giving us through that membership. Now, back to our video. Now, after these leaders had their meeting at Raila's residence, the photos circulated on social media. And beside Anne Waiguru's and Fatuma Gedi visit to Raila Odinga, there was also another group of leaders who had also visited him. And this included the Kajiado East MP, Peris Tobiko, and the Kajiado Central MP, Elijah Memusi. And this is what Waiguru had to write on her Facebook page after that visit. I visited Right Honorable Raila Odinga in the company of Honorable Fatuma Gedi, MP Wajir County. Glad we found him in great shape and high spirits. We look forward to having him back to lead the push for Building Bridges initiative, which is set to address the many inequalities and challenges in our country. That is what Governor Waiguru had to write after that visit. So the key point there was all about the Building Bridges initiative. That is what everyone could read into that visit. Now, beside Raila Odinga meeting these two Ma community leaders, there was also another group of leaders from Maasai community that was meeting with President Uhuru Kenyatta at State House. Anyway, we are not going to go into that debate, but it's a debate for another day. So, Governor Waiguru's visit to Raila Odinga's home has come at a time when Kenyans are learning that we have county assemblies that had discussed a wrong bill during the BBI promotion. So they're talking about 14 counties that passed a wrong bill. Though people are talking. So the question that is still emerging among Kenyans outside there is that now we have 14 counties, and some people are saying it's more than 14, that have passed a wrong bill during this time. And remember, the time is not on this leader's side. We are running out of time. So the question remains that how was it possible, and who snitched this wrong bill into the county assemblies? That is a lot of mischiefs people are reading here. And in real sense, you can see that there are people who have been said to be betrayed in these bills. That's why I feel, in my own opinion, we are seeing so many leaders trooping to Raila Odinga, going and visiting him, trying to know about his health, and even just trying to sit down with Raila Odinga and have a discussion. Because in my view, I feel that there is someone who's set to make sure the Building Bridges initiative is being sabotaged. So, if you check right now, we are running out of time. And it is now emerging clear that it is going to be much impossible to make sure that this debate is being settled once and for all. Again, if you go to the National Assembly, you go to the Senate, you'll find also kuna ile mvutano. The leaders are not agreeing. So there's still that pull and push at this time when it is just needed to have this referendum being done on time. ahead of 2022 general election. So this leader decided to go and discuss on these matters. So Waiguru make her way to Raila Amolo Odinga. And before Waiguru, we saw Muho, Kenyatta, we saw the other leaders making their way there. The Kiambu governor also was there. All these people, in my view, I feel that they are President Uhuru Kenyatta's emissary to Raila Amolo Odinga. Because already Raila has been cheated. There is no way that it is possible to have counties passing a wrong bill if the state was not involved. In my own thinking, this is my opinion. So, I always say on this platform that most of Mount Kenya leaders would always like just to manage Raila Amolo Odinga. The real thing that these leaders are trying to do is just trying to massage Raila Amolo Odinga, make him comfortable. But at the end of the day, they know that they are playing Baba. Because now it is becoming 50-50. In the beginning, everyone was sure that BBI is going to pass. And at the end of the day, you put Raila here, you have Uhuru Kenyatta here, championing for Building Bridges initiative, campaigning outside there. The team of One Kenya Alliance was also ready for this thing. So it was clear that BBI is going to pass. But it's like the state had a different agenda. They were not for Building Bridges initiative. And that is the reason why we are seeing these people trooping all the way to Karen home, just trying to manage this issue properly. So we are going to wait also and see what is going to develop through these issues and through this visit that these leaders are making to Raila Amolo Odinga. I know more visit is going to come. There are also going to come more people visiting Baba, trying to check on him and see how these things are going to go through. So my possible question here is that, is the state learning that during this COVID time, it is not going to be tenable to have a referendum and then in a short time of like 1 year, again go to a national election? So for that reason, they play this kind of game just to make sure that that bill is being downplayed. Now, Governor Waiguru is talking about Baba getting well and coming out again to lead the Champion for Building Bridges initiative. And at the same time, when the state is saying that they are now going to conduct the DCI to start investigation into who made sure that there is a wrong bet being snitched into counties. So there is a question here. Investigation, and then we are talking about going to campaign for the bill. So we want to follow and see how the DCI is going to take this matter and how it's going to run through it. But what I feel, all this visit, if everything was fine, if everything was working the way it was meant to work, then there was no way Raila is going to have this much visit at his home during this time. But all this visit is meant for one thing, just trying to manage Baba. In my own view, that's what I feel. This team is well aware that they are preparing to do a sabotage. But for that reason, they are using this opportunity to stay close to Baba, try to think of how they can play this thing out. But the real sense comes out clear that we might go into next election with the current constitution that we are using now. And for that reason, we don't know if President Uhuru Kenyatta again is going to support Raila Amolo Odinga, or he's going to come with another candidate that he will request Raila Amolo Odinga to come and support. We will see at the end. But the fact remains that if these guys are managing Baba now, through how they are playing their game, then it remains clear that there is another person that President might be lobbying in as the next person to take over from him. So Raila will be engaged to give his support to that person. And if we need, then he will throw the support behind. And if not, we don't know if we can join hands with the Deputy President William Ruto. But again, there is a possibility of such. Because even now, despite the fact that people are discussing that building bridges initiative, at the same time we have a group of leaders that's from Rift Valley, hawa watu wa UDA, then also other people from ODM who are against how the positions, the boundary limitations are being divided. Because you find it's now clear that Central Kenya is going to be the big beneficiary, even if the BBI is going to pass. So if it passes, still they remain the big beneficiaries. So other counties are, other leaders from other counties are still complaining that there was no equality in division of those boundaries. So still there is a game being played here. We are going to watch it slowly and carefully and see what is going to develop after that. So these leaders will keep on discussing the building bridges, keep on discussing everything that they think to talk to Baba, but in my view, only one word. They are managing Raila Amolo Odinga ahead of 2022 general election. So when it comes to 2022, they will have wasted their energy thinking of BBI, and the state will have been plotting on how they are going to make the next government. See you in my next video.